A pleasant day to everyone. For today's lesson, we have the philosophies and frameworks. And these are the intended learning outcomes. By the end of this module, you students are expected to first understand the different philosophies of total quality management. Second, you can also familiar with the framework of quality and performance excellence. Third, you can also know the principles of total quality management. And for the last, you can also define the quality management systems. And here are the lecture for proper and discussion. First, Deming philosophy. Second, the Geran philosophy. Third, the Grossby philosophy. Fourth, the other quality philosophers. Fifth, the framework and quality and performance excellence. Sixth, the principles, practices, and techniques of quality management. And for the last, the quality management systems. And here are the prominent philosophies of quality management. First, we have Dr. William Edwards Deming. Second, Joseph Moises Turan. And for the last, we have Philip Bayard Crosby. First, let's talk about Dr. William Edward Deming. He was an American engineer. He is also a statistician, a professor, an author, a lecturer. He also a management consultant. He developed some sampling technique which are still used by the U.S. Department of the Consensus and the Bureau of Labor Statistics. He always advocates that there is no substitute for knowledge. He found great inspiration in the work of Walter Sheward, like statistical process control, operational definition, and the PDSA or the Plan, Do, Study, Act cycle. The Deming called PDSA as the Seward cycle. He taught statistical process control to Japanese engineers and managers, and the message was very clear that the improvement in quality will reduce expenses while increasing productivity and market share. He is also best known for his 14 points of quality and his system of thought called the system of profound knowledge. He stressed that the system of profound knowledge is very important because it helps the managers to transform within their organizations, which improve the outcomes in the form of quality. He have the so-called four part of the system of profound knowledge. First, appreciate the system. Second, we also have the variation of knowledge. Third, we also have the theory of knowledge. And for the last, the knowledge of psychology. Now, dealing with the 14 principles or the 14 points of total quality management by his first po, we have the create purpose for improvement. Create and publish to all employees a statement of the aim and purpose of the company or other organization. The management must demonstrate constantly their commitment to its statement. The statement is a forever changing document that requires input from everyone. Second, he also emphasized that we need to adopt the new philosophy or we need to learn a new philosophy. The top management and everyone in the organization should learn the new philosophy. Customer satisfaction must be the number one priority because the satisfaction customer will not continue to purchase non-conforming products and services. The organization must concentrate on defect prevention rather than defect detection. Everyone in the organization, including union, must be involved in the quality journey. Third, we also have the C's dependence on inspection to achieve quality. Everyone must understand the purpose of inspection. The purpose of inspection is to improve the process and reduce its cost. It should be understood by the management. Most of the time, mass inspection is costly and unreliable. Wherever possible, it should be replaced by statistical methods. Every effort should be made to reduce and then eliminate acceptance sampling. Mass inspection is managing for failure, and defect prevention is managing for success. Fourth, we have work with one supplier to reduce costs. Dr. William believed that we need to stop awarding business or supplier based on the price alone. The organization must stop awarding businesses based on the low price because price has no meaning without quality. The goal is to have single supplier for each item to develop loyalty and trust and hence to provide improved products and service. Purchasing agents and suppliers should be trained in statistical process control. They must follow the material throughout their life cycle in order to examine how customer expectations are affected. Suppliers should be given feedback regarding the quality. Fifth, we also have the continuous improvement. Improve constantly and forever the system of production and service. Management must take more responsibility to improve the quality and productivity continually and permanently and to reduce the cost. The focus should be on preventing errors before they happen. Variation is expected, but it should be reduced by continual striving using control charts. Responsibilities should be assigned to teams to remove the causes of problems and continually improve the process. Sixth, we have on the job training. Dr. William believed that we need to institute training. Management must allocate resources to train employees to perform their job in the best manner possible. Each employees must be trained in a statistical method, and this method should use to monitor the need for further training. For number seven, we also have leadership. Dr. William emphasized that we have to teach and institute leadership. Supervisory skills should be improved by giving training in a statistical method, and this important point should be insisted. Instead of having negative and fault-finding attitude, supervisors should create a positive and supportive atmosphere. It is the management's responsibility to teach and institute leadership quality in supervisors. Number eight, drive out fear. Create trust and create a climate for innovation. Fear is a cause by a lack of job security, possible physical danger, or performance appraisals, ignorance of organizational goal, or it's either having a poor supervision, not knowing job. Driving fears out of the workplace leads to success. Management should provide adequate training, good supervision, and proper tools to do the job as well as to remove physical harms. When people are working without fear, trust is created and they will work for the general good of the organization. Hence, in this climate, people will create new ideas for improvement. For number nine, we have the breakdown silos. And here, optimize the efforts of teams, groups, and staff area. The efforts of teams or group and staff's area should be optimized by the management to achieve the aims and purposes of the organization. Barriers exist internally among the level of management, among departments, within departments, and among ships. Externally, barriers exist between the organization and its customers and suppliers. These barriers are existing because of poor communications, ignorance of the organization in terms of their mission, competition, peers, and personal grudges or jealousies. To break down the barriers, the management should have a long-term perspective. The attitudes must be changed. The communication channel should be open. The project team should be organized. The training in teamwork should be implemented. Multifunctional teams, which are used in concurrent engineering, should be formed. For example, the quality cycle of a team A. They have the voluntary production employees and their supervisor who meet regularly to solve quality problems. For number 10, we have no slogans. Eliminate slogans, exhortations, and target for the workforce that ask for zero defects and new levels of productivity. Let people know exactly what you want. Don't make them guess. Excellence in service. In short, the memorable, but what does it mean? How is it achieved? The message is clearly in slogan like you can do better if you try. Don't let words and nice sounding praises replace effective leadership. Outline your expectation and then praise people face to face for doing good work. Number 11, no quotas or numerical goals. Eliminate numerical quotas for the workforce. Quotas and work standards focus on quantity rather than quality. Management may encourage for workmanship in order to meet their quotas. Hence, their quotas should be replaced with a statistical method of process control. Instead of quotas, management must learn and institute methods for improvements. For number 12, we have to remove the annual rating or the merit system. Permit pride in workmanship. When workers are proud of their work, they will grow to the fullest extent of their job. Restoring pride will require a long term commitment by management. By restoring pride, everyone in organization will work wholehearted for the common good cause. For number 13, we have institute education and self-improvement program. We need to encourage education and self-improvement for everyone. Since the organization requirements change continuously to meet changing environment, everyone should be trained. A long-term commitment to continually train and educate people must be made by the management. An organization not only needs good people but also people who improve with education. And for the last, we have to involve all workers in the transformation. Responsibility of the management to accomplish the transformation. Management should have responsibility to always improve quality and productivity by using preceding the 13 principles. It should create a corporate structure to implement the philosophy. A cultural change is required to change the previous usual business attitude. Management must be committed, involved, accessible for the organization to succeed in implementing the new philosophy. It should take action to accomplish the transformation. Now, let's talk about Mr. Joseph Moises Geran. He is an industrial engineer. He also joined the Western Electric in the 1920s. He authored the Quality Control Handbook, which is often referred to us the Quality Bible and the classic reference for quality engineers. Duran also proposed a simple definition of quality, which is fitness for use. This definition of quality suggests that it should be viewed from both external and internal perspective. That is, quality is related to product performance that result in customer satisfaction. Quality is also refers to the freedom from product deficiency, which avoid customer dissatisfaction. He also believed that the quality improvement should be achieved through project. He revolutionized the Japanese philosophies on quality management. Dr. Juran was the first to incorporate the human aspect of quality management, which is prepare or repair to the total quality management. He focused on the three major quality processes called the Geran Quality Trilogy. According to Geran, quality processes are summed up by the trilogy. It means that the management of quality consists of three interrelated quality-oriented processes, namely, we have the quality planning, quality improvement, and the quality control. Dr. Geran also give 10 points for us to have the so-called quality improvement. First, build awareness of needs and opportunity for improvement and realize that all processes are improvable. Second, we also need to set goals for improvement. Third, we also need to organize how to reach those goals. Fourth, the management or the employer must provide training. Fifth, carry out project to solve problems. For number six, we also need to have or to submit a report progress. Seven, the management also need to give recognition to its employees. Eight, communicate results. Nine, keep score. And for the last, maintain momentum by making annual improvement. Third is we have Philip Bayard Crosby. He was a businessman and an author who contributed to management theory and the quality management practices. He is best known in relation to the concept of zero defects and do it right first time. He authored a number of books, of which the book entitled Quality is Free is the most popular, in which he stated that quality is free is not a gift, but it is a free. What costs money are the unquality things, all the actions that involve not doing jobs right the first time. His two other books are Quality Without Fears and The Art of Getting Your Own Sweet Ways. Based on him, the zero defect theory stated that there is no existence of waste in the project. Waste refers to anything that is unproductive, like, for example, the processes, the tools, and even the employees. Gross by TQM approach is based on his four absolutes of quality management. First absolute is that quality is defined as conformance to requirements. Second absolute, problems are functional in nature. Third absolute, there is no optimum level of defects. Fourth absolute, cost of quality is the only useful measurement. Philip Crosby developed the 14 steps for the organization to follow in building an effective quality program. First, the management must be committed. Second, we also need to have an improvement in terms of our team. We also need to have some measurement. Fourth, we also need to calculate the cost of the quality. Fifth, raise quality awareness. Fifth, we also need to emphasize that the quality must be always top priority to our employees. Six, instigate corrective action immediately. For number seven, monitor progress of quality improvement. Establish a zero defects committee. For step eight, we need to train supervisor in quality improvement because they're the one who supervise the day by day activity inside the businesses. And then we also need to have the zero defects day. 10. Encouraging employees to create quality improvement goals. 11. Error cost removal. 12. Recognize participants' effort. 13. Create quality councils. And number 14. Do it over again. We also have other philosophers. In Japan, we have Kairo Ishikawa. Mr. Ishikawa graduated in applied chemistry in 1939. He was Japanese organizational theories professor at the Faculty of Engineering at the University of Tokyo. He is one of the Japanese quality control pioneer. He is considered a key features in the development of quality initiatives in Japan, particularly the quality circles, which involve every employees. In here, the small group of employees meet regularly to improve quality and productivity. He also developed the cause and effect diagram or the fishbone diagram, often used in the analysis of industrial processes. He emphasized the development of participation and bottom up of quality, which is now main philosophy of the Japanese approach to quality management. He also advocates that the first concern for management is the happiness of the people connected with it. If people are not happy, then it does not deserve to survive. Next is we have the framework of quality and performance excellence. The framework of quality and performance excellence covers just-in-time philosophy, business processes re-engineering, the Kaizen or the continuous improvement tool, the ISO 9000 standards, and the quality audit tools. First, let's discuss the just-in-time. In just-in-time approach, which means producing only what is needed, when it needed, not early, not late, not less, not more. The key target is achieving high volume production using minimal inventories. It is an integrated but simplified system. According to this philosophy, anything which is not generating value is called waste. The just-in-time advocates minimizing all type of waste. Top management is responsible for change in the organization. For that sake, it has to create an environment in the organization. The management has to develop a culture in the organization. In order for the just-in-time implementation to be successful, the organization must frame these policies regarding the just-in-time and must get commitment from the employees to follow the guidance laid down in the policies by words and means. The implementation of the just-in-time is not just for the sake of change. Most of the organization implement just-in-time just for the sake to beat the competitors. In this way, they miss the true essence of philosophy, and the results are like half-hearted. The success of just-in-time philosophy lies in the commitment of the employees. This philosophy covers the whole organization under one umbrella. All the departments have to work with coordination and follow the guidelines with full spirit. The top executive have to be the leaders involved in just in time, and they must be guiding light for all the employees. Getting everyone involved and committed is the first step to successful implementation of just in time and the first step to increase in continuous improvement. Second is we have the business process re-engineering. In here, processes in the organization or the BPR brings radical changes in the processes, thus generate value to the customers. Business process reengineering is dramatic change initiative, which is process in four steps. First, start from beginning or from the scratch. Second, we also need to identify the goals and the purposes. Third, we also need to analyze of the current process. And the last, we need to have an action. It makes the employees to be the more productive for their customers, not their bosses. In also can generate empowered employees who work in the process teams rather in functional department. The controlled employees are empowered employees who are ready to perform multidimensional work. The business process engineering helps to understand and measure the existing processes. It helps to develop a vision and sense of belonging among employees. It lowers costs and increases customer satisfaction. It helps organization to face competitiveness and generate excellence capability advantages. It helps to improve efficiency. It helps to develop solution and make new processes operation. Sometimes the business process engineering failed because the organization is failed to focus on the customer's needs and satisfaction level. The organization may fail to integrate information technology. Sometimes the manager get confused and assume that the change will bring insecurity. Third, we have the Kaizen approach. Kaizen is a Japanese word and the meaning is continuous improvement. It is made of the two words in Japanese. Kai means which change and sen which means good. Kaizen is the practice of continuous improvement. Kaizen is considered a slow but it is ongoing process of improvement. Kaizen word was used by Masaaki Imai in his book entitled The Key to Japanese Competitive Success, first time in 1986. It illustrates an organizational culture where everyone from the top to the bottom is involved in the regular evaluation of his or her work and sends the ways to improve it. The concept is that small improvement on the regular basis will head towards the large improvement over time. One of the most noble features of Kaizen is that big results come from many small changes accumulated. With the passage of time, however, this has been misunderstood to mean that Kaizen equals small changes. Today, Kaizen is acknowledged worldwide as an important part of the organization's long-term competitive strategy. Kaizen means involvement for improvement. It is continuous improvement that is based on a certain guiding principles, like no process is thought to be perfect and it should be improved continuously. Everything can and should be improved. Further, Kaizen is a teamwork and it is everybody's business. It is possible with the change in the mindset of employees. Next is we have the quality audit. Quality audit is defined as systematic and independent monitoring to determine whether activities and related results comply with plan manual and whether these manuals are implemented effectively and are suitable to achieve objectives. The quality audit is a process by which the management reviews and evaluate an element of the business to ensure that is meeting certain standards. A quality audit can be applied to various aspects of a business. Like it can be applied in the inventory or even in service or employees or management or database. The objective of the quality audit are to monitor and drives continuous improvement in quality. It also ensures timely correction of the problem. It shows management support of the quality program and establish high degree of confidence, trust, understanding, and communication among internal employees. These are the three types of quality audits. First is we call first party or internal. Second party is what we call external. And the third party is extrinsic, all the audits. Quality audits ensures that the business is offering a value to the customers through high quality products or services. It gives information to the customers that the company is committed to quality standards and perform regular audits programs. It helps to increase consumer confidence in the business. Finally, regular quality audits help protect the business from issues that could arise from selling a poor quality product. And for the last, we have the ISO 9000.
We're gonna talk about ISO 9000 and total quality. What is total quality? As a review, total quality is the overall description of the culture, attitude, and organization of the company that provides customers with a product that satisfies their needs. In other words, if customers like your product, it has total quality. Now let's go to ISO 9000. But before we go into that, what exactly is ISO 9000? Is it a camera thingy-mabob? Is it a piso without a P? Well, it's a bit complicated to explain, but let's start things off by talking about standards. Standards have an essential role in our everyday lives. Without standards, quality and safety would be non-existent. Standards basically make processes more efficient and conducting businesses with different firms and people possible. To promote worldwide standardization, the International Organization of Standardization, or ISO, created standards that transcend different cultures and industries. In 1987, ISO adopted ISO 9000 as the golden standard for quality. Here's Here's a short background. ISO 9000 originated from the UK and focused strictly on procedures. As time went by, revisions were made on quality assurance and process management. As of December 31, 2006, ISO has developed 16,455 international standards in 9 sectors based on the International Classification for Standards, or ICS. These sectors include generalities, infrastructures and science, health, safety and environment, engineering, electronics, transport, agriculture, materials, construction, special technologies, and many others. ISO 9000 is built on 8 quality management principles. You can remember it by saying this short acronym. CLIPSCFM. CLIPSCFM means customer focus, leadership, involvement of people, process approach, system approach to management, continual improvement, factual approach to decision making, mutually beneficial supplier relationships. CLIPSCFM. These principles are used by leaders to guide organizations toward improved performance. The main reason why ISO exists is that it provides a uniform set of standards. This allows it to be compatible with different inputs and applications from businesses from all over the globe. Organizations with an ISO 9000 certification can better sell its products or services to its consumers. The beauty of ISO is that it is objective. An independent organization, called a registrar, measures the company against the ISO 9000 standard that is accepted globally as the defining set of quality management system requirements. This independent evaluation assures existing and respective customers that an effective quality management system is in place.
And now let's talk about the quality management system. The QMS is the organizational structure, processes, procedures, and resources needed to implement, maintain, and continually improve the management of quality. It is also considered as a set of coordinated activity to direct and control an organization in order to consistently improve the effectiveness and efficiency of its performance. The effective quality management system helps the organization in terms of implementation of total quality management as it covers quality policy, quality objectives, goals, documentation of information. Business processes focus on consistently meeting customers' requirements and enhancing their satisfaction. Its success is dependent upon its alignment with companies' strategic planning. It is expressed as the total sum of organization quality policy, standards, processes, objectives, and goals, documented informations, and quality tools and resources needed to implement and maintain it. The pillars of the QMS, or the quality management system, is that each organization is unique in terms of the culture, management practices, and the processes used to create and deliver its products and services. The quality management strategy will then vary from organization to organization. However, it is a set of primary elements should be present in some format. The ISO 9000, which contains 8 quality management principles. The quality audit are the two important pillars upon which the efficient, effective, and adaptable quality management system is to base. The 8 quality management principles are applicable throughout industry, commerce, and the service sectors. Thank you for listening. Any questions and clarification regarding with these topics are highly appreciated.